Hola, it's James Francis and welcome to the second video in the series for is it actually possible to be a digital nomad? In other words, can you physically and realistically live anywhere in the world and still start and grow a profitable online business? Okay, so in this video I'm going to be answering a very popular question I've had since the very first video in this series, which is, James, what is the living accommodation like? What is it like from being in London where the prices are quite high, you have a 40-minute commute to the centre of London, to here, Mexico City, where you can walk outside the front door and be on the doorstep of lots of bars, restaurants, clubs and everything else, and how much are you paying for it, what's it like to live in this type of country, okay? So I'm going to be showing you around my apartment, MTV Cribs style, right? So one thing I want to mention as well is, sorry about the lighting in this video, I don't yet have my lights delivered from Amazon yet, so it's not like my usual quality of videos when I'm in the UK, when I have my whole lighting studio. I'm literally just using natural light, as you can tell, right? So just I wanted to let you know about that. But yeah, I'm going to show you around my apartment just so you can see the kind of stuff that you can expect for the price that I'm paying. I'll tell you what I'm paying, I'll tell you what I used to pay in London, and everything in between. Okay, so let's go. There we go. As you can see, very, very green. That is the park which we are looking over from the balcony there. And if you look in the distance, you can see the skyscrapers from Mexico City right there. Pretty cool. And if we zoom back out again, there we go. So this is the lounge, the living room. As you can see, everything is furnished. So whenever you move somewhere like this, whenever you move to a different country, I do recommend having it furnished, because with my experience, I found that it can be quite tough to source all of the types of furniture that you like for the price that you want, and it can get very expensive, especially if you're only living here for 3 to 6 months or something like that, or anywhere really. It can get quite tough to get rid of that as well, to sell it on forums or Facebook groups and stuff, and it's just a lot of hassle. So personally, I wouldn't have chosen these sofas and the chair as well, but I do like the table, and the TV is actually huge, so it doesn't really come out that well on camera, but just to give you a comparison, that's the size of my hand, and the TV is huge, right? And personally, I'm not a TV person, but it is great for watching movies. I much prefer to go out to restaurants and bars and explore Mexico City while I'm here, of course, and have lots of events and all that kind of stuff. You can see the kitchen's there, the dining room is there, and if we go to the kitchen here, you'll see my lunch, which I've just prepared. Now, it can get quite tough to find the ingredients and stuff that you want if you are used to, say, the English cuisine. For example, in my case, I love microwavable brown rice, the Tilda basmati brown rice, right? And I can't find that anywhere here, so I've had to resort to white rice for now. But otherwise, it just takes so long to cook, and you can see this is the kitchen here. The view out of here isn't so great because you can still see these buildings are still showing the signs of the earthquake last year. So you can see, if you look all of here, you can see the cracks down the buildings, and it really hit Mexico City really hard. A lot of places were kind of demolished and just really terrible. You can see all the cracks up that wall there, and they've had to rebuild this wall from scratch, and it's just crazy the damage that earthquake did. So apart from that, it's good. Everything here again is furnished. I do recommend getting somewhere where they do provide that kind of stuff. Dining room and the hat I was wearing earlier, which is nice. I do like the ambient lighting. And you can see a bathroom here. Now, you can see my office here, right? Welcome to my office. The thing I don't like about it is there's no door. So if I have friends around or something, or if I have company, then I have to either be very quiet when I'm listening to videos or when I'm doing recordings, which I'll show you here with my microphone stand and my microphone, which I got from Amazon, which I'll tell you about in a second. When I'm doing that, I have to make sure that they're being very quiet, or I do it at a time when nobody's here, okay? So I am living on my own here, so yep, it's all good. But when I do want to have friends around, of course I won't be working, and sometimes it can get a bit noisy, especially in the city, as we are on floor 7, so we're on the 7th floor. You can see if I angle the camera down, I'm quite high up, which is good because you want to avoid any kind of road noise, which is another tip. If you are wanting to live somewhere in the city, make sure you're not on the ground floor, because it can interfere with recording content, okay? You might hear a few things in this video from outside, but it's nowhere near as bad as it would be if I was on the ground floor, okay? So as you can see, I'm in a section there, and that is like another room. The other side of there, that's like a laundry room. And whenever you move somewhere elsewhere outside of your comfort zone as well, I always recommend having a guest bedroom. Not only so family can stay around if they want to come visit, so you don't feel so lonely, but also so you can turn it into a video studio in the meantime when nobody else is staying around. So what I'm going to do here with this room is move this bed and move the side tables to somewhere in the corner of the room or another room or something, and turn this into a video studio, okay? So in England I had a dedicated video room because I do a lot of content, I do a lot of videos, not only for my blog but also my sales funnel pages as well, upsell pages, product pages and so on. So I do need that kind of space to be able to do that. There is another guest bedroom as well, which is pretty cool, but it's got a pink wall, or like a purpley pinky wall, which isn't best for recording content. Another ensuite there. So as you can see, this place is huge, right? And I'll tell you how much it costs in just a second and compare that to London as well. You can see my bedroom here with a nice view of the park, nice bedding that I got. And you can see there's a jacuzzi. Yes, an actual jacuzzi. Hello MTV Cribs, a dirty jacuzzi, albeit. I used it a few days ago and still need to clean that up. But yes, jacuzzi, pretty awesome. And 2 showers there as well. So you can see this place is pretty awesome, and I'm not bragging by any means, I'm just showing you the kind of places you can get when you look around. All of this was furnished as well. So tip number 1, buy somewhere furnished, because I looked for some places that were very good and they didn't have furniture. But I looked at the prices of furniture and having them, how difficult it was to sell them in Facebook groups and stuff. And I just thought, you know what, I'd rather just kind of, have it furnished already for me. Let me flip the camera back around as well. Okay, awesome. So hopefully you enjoyed that little tour around my home. Now, I want to talk about a few things in terms of pricing, what you can expect and everything else. So in London, I had a 2-bedroom apartment, which was a 40-minute commute on public transport into the centre of London, and often an hour if you were travelling by car because of the traffic in central London, okay? And I was paying around £2,700 per month for that, okay? So it's quite a lot, and it was a rental apartment, okay? Now here in Mexico City, what you just saw, I'm paying around half of that for a bigger place, okay? So I'm not only closer to the center of Mexico City, so I'm literally a 5-minute walk away from everything you can possibly want, but also I'm paying half the price. And that usually comes down to the exchange rate, because for pounds, it's amazing with Mexican pesos, The exchange rate is very, very good for us, so same thing with US, not quite as good as the pound, but the US dollar is very good as well. So you can often get a lot more for your money. And especially if you're traveling around Mexico City as well, like Ubers are about £2 or £3 for a 15-20 minute journey, which is nothing. It's like a stick of gum, or like I don't know, like a bottle of water or something in England. So pretty crazy. Compared to Ubers in London, where a 20-minute journey would cost you about 10 or 20 times that amount, okay? So pretty crazy. So not only is the cost of living a lot lower, but also the accommodation is a lot better for a much lower price as well. Now, of course, you don't have your friends and family over here and stuff as well, so there is a trade-off, of course. But so far, I'm loving it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video and seeing the perspectives of things like that. I'm amazingly happy to be here, working here, experiencing the nightlife, experiencing the culture and everything else. So I will be sharing a load of that stuff with you in the next few videos. But if you do want to see anything specific, please let me know as well, and I will happily record that for you and show you whatever you want to see. Alright, so hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube, and also leave a comment below with what you want me to cover in future videos as well. And of course, if you're not already subscribed, what are you doing? Please go ahead and subscribe for more videos like this and more related to internet marketing and growing a profitable online business too. Alright, so have a great day. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.